So, in the previous lecture series about the human malignancies, we said that the most common human malignancy are the carcinomas, okay? And the carcinomas usually originate from a functioning epithelium, which is endodermal in origin, or they can be ectodermal, like a squamous cell carcinomas, for example. So from the carcinomas, one of the most common malignancies in humans is the breast carcinoma or a mammary carcinoma. So we already spoke about the functional unit of the breast, like in this picture, okay, figure 1, and this is going to be the terminal duct and the lobular unit. And because we're going to be talking about mammary carcinoma, we now know that this malignancy originates from the functioning epithelium of the terminal duct lobular unit. So if the tumor arises from the terminal duct, okay, then and grows inside the duct without invading outside in the stroma. In other words, the myoepithelial cell layers are preserved around the tumor. Then we call these tumors non-invasive or in situ. So if they originate from the terminal duct, we call it ductal carcinoma in situ. And if they originate from the lobular unit, then we call them lobular carcinoma in situ. Okay? So it's much more easier for a tumor to grow in an empty space, which is the open duct, rather than invade into the stroma. So for the tumor to invade into the stroma, it needs to gain new functions. It needs to be able to lyse the basal membrane, invade, gain access to the blood supply, and then metastasize. But initially, okay, the first step of the tumoral development is when it grows inside the lumen of the duct. This is the ductal carcinoma. So we have a couple of types of ductal carcinomas, which are listed in figure 3. Okay, if the tumor grows and completely obliterates the terminal duct, okay, these are called the solid types. Sometimes the tumor can form something what we call aroman bridges, okay, this is called a cribriform type. And sometimes the tumors, okay, which are high grade, usually fast growing tumors, can grow so fast inside the lumen that will outgrow its own blood supply and die in the middle. These are the ones that we call acumidocarcinomas. So ductal carcinomas can be located in the single terminal duct. It can be located in multiple terminal duct lobular units, or it can be located in multiple segments of the breast, in which case we call this an extensive intraductal component or extensive DCIS. Many times DCIS is associated with microcalcifications, and that's why we advise women when they start screening for a breast carcinoma by mammography, if we see microcalcifications, these are the areas that we need to biopsy.